Hi and welcome to another review. This will be really quick. So basically that's a cure for those who complain that the S1000RR bikes tend to drive themselves to the right when they raise their hands off the handlebars. And especially that is noticeable on the bikes which cruise control, as this one. When you put a bike on a cruise, then you need to compensate a lot by leaning to the left, like putting a lot of weight on your left leg and leaning to the left so the bike would actually drive straight. Another problem it causes when you're accelerating very quickly and lifting the front from the ground, but kind of not completely wheeling, but kind of accelerating right at the edge, right between like the front wheel just touching the bumps basically almost all the time in the air, just slightly above the ground. You can notice what maybe you kind of getting instability feel from the front, and the bike again tries to lean to the right side when you wheel, so you need to compensate to the left. So that's caused by also same issue, because when you're compensating, all the time, if you weight on the handlebars, you kind of get used to it to compensate that, tendency to drive to the right. And that is happening because of just one little small thing which can be corrected. So the cure for a problem is repositioning of a clutch cable. So this is a clutch cable, and because from the factory it's mounted, well, I'm not gonna disassemble the panel, but right here under the panel, at the top of a radiator plastic, there is a mounting piece for the cable, for the clutch cable. And the clutch cable, in that area, it has a little kind of a nut on it, kind of mounted, a little small nut mounted on it, and that nut goes into that holder, to that kind of a bracket, right on the, like a plastic bracket on a radiator. What happens is, from the factory, the cable end from that nut to the clutch mounting point over here is just a bit too long. Not by far, but I don't know, it's a centimeter or something, maybe more. And because of the routing of the cable, as you can see here, the cable is routed not through here, but it's routed around the fork, and it goes into that mount. Let me see, yeah, it can be seen very far away in this shot. It just pushes because it's quite hard, it's a hard cable, it's not easy to bend it, and it's also, so it's thick, and it has like additional plastic wrapper around it, so it's pushing your steering all the time to the left side, which causing the bike to lean and drive to the right. Now, to fix the problem, you need to remove this panel over here, remove a cable from that mounting point on the radiator, and then just turn like that, and make sure, and then tighten, like a pull the cable right back to the point when it just allows for the bars to be turned to the left completely, and it should be tight in here, so it should be tight but still allowing to turn. And then fix the cable back into that mount, but now the nut will be further towards the engine, and fix it with a zip tie right there above. Just fix it with a zip tie around the cable and around that plastic bit. You will figure it out, you will see it. So use like a normal size, like a thicker zip tie, and just fix the cable in there. And then another mounting point, so the cable then goes around the cylinder head, between the frame and the cylinder head over here, and goes down. See that metal frame part? So another mounting point you can make with a zip tie is around here, underneath this plastic bit. So just zip tie it there. So in that case, the cable could not be pulled back forward. And that's it. After that readjustment, and again it should be quite tight here when the bars are turned all the way to the left. Now when you're driving straight, a cable is not providing as much resistance, so it's not pulling your steering to the left, and the bike drives straight. It still has a little tiny bit, because it is impossible to adjust it in such a way so when the full lock to the left it wouldn't like disturb that. It will be too tight if you want to do it, if you want to make it perfect in terms of a straight line, but just a little bit, so the compensation wear is almost non-existent, just a little bit comparing to what it used to be with a stock installation of that cable. That's it. When you do that, now you put the bike on the cruise control, take your hands off the bars and the bike drives straight. And what I noticed with this setup, now if I'm accelerating hard, as I said, to the point when the front wheel just barely touching the ground, I don't have any handlebar shake, I don't need to reposition myself on the bike, so it just lifts the nose and just puts it back, lifts the nose and puts it back without any shaky feeling. Right? So that's fixed. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.